Hello and welcome. This is a video about life cycle of a stars. So I have the two sheets that you have out in front of you. Number one should be the guided notes that you see here, or the slideshow that you see here. I also have the guided notes, or the page that you will need to go through and fill out based on the two videos that you've watched today. There are two types of star. The first one is high mass, and the second one is low mass. So tell me about it. I'm not going to type too much on this because that takes it away from you and it takes away your responsibility of putting it on the paper. But we have high mass and we have low mass. You will need to go through and find pictures of a high mass star and a picture of a low mass star. We've kind of already answered that with this one. What are the stages of a star's life? So what are the different life points it'll go through? It depends on how they start their life. If you're a really high mass star, then you're going to act differently than a lower mass star. But moving on to slide 3, where do all stars start out? They all have to be born, and they are born in stellar nebulas. Okay, so this is a nebula. Nebula is where they're born. You might hear the word, well, yeah. So these guys get born in this area. This is a bunch of gas that gets pushed together. You've gone over fusion. We've said this since I met you at the beginning of the year, but fusion will happen when there's large clumps of gas. Okay. Number 2, what color does the star turn after it's finished with main sequence? Well, on both of these, if we're reading this correctly, we start out with nebula, we go to main sequence, and then it turns to a red giant. If we're reading this correctly, we go from nebula to main sequence, and then they turn red. According to the picture on slide 3, what type of star will experience a supernova? Well, we don't have supernovas on the low mass track. We see supernovas when we get over here to high mass. So you'll start to get higher mass. You'll start to get supernovas if you have a lot of mass, if you're a star that's huge. So fill this out. This is going to be slide 4. It says that a protostar hasn't been born yet. What needs to happen for the star to be born? Fusion. Fusion. If you haven't yet gone through fusion, it's like the star wasn't born or is yet to be born. So we've got slide 4. The rest of these are very easy. I'm going to have you guys go through and fill this out. Slide 5, true or false, both types of stars will turn into a black hole. Well, if I'm reading this correctly, and I like to think that I am, there is not a black hole over here with a lower mass star. The black hole happens down here after a supernova. You can either turn into a neutron star or a black hole. So will both stars turn into a black hole? No. Will both stars experience a supernova? Well, no, they won't. Last but not least, true or false, both types of stars will eventually turn red. Yeah, that one is true. So both stars will end up turning red. Slide 7. Slide 7. And guys, I'm going to stop here. I'm going to stop recording. I want you to fill these out. At some point, this has to be your learning, your understanding. So go through and finish this. This is going to be our start. So thank you very much.